Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Foxborough. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Go! Buffalo 18. Go!
Throwing right away, it's Meg. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily... Saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Meg. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 37 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now set.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown. The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Hurst. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready. Hut.
Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Bobcat. 70. 18 Pioneer. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
70 Timberwolf. Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. Get up.
Working out of the gun, it's May. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Set up. Go.
Throwing is May. Open man, right side. He's got it. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing on third down is May. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Panther 11. Come on, set.
To throw again is May. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here we go. Hut.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. Check go.
Off the play fake, here's May. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Jones now on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw now. May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. One quarter. second down and 8.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Here's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Third and short. And here is May. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Pass brought in by Chark. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a give on the ground. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard.
Go! Ready?
On third and a yard, here's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's May to throw it on first down. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Set.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, New England. Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Pats will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Ready?
Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And a short pickup there to about the 18. Here's second and 9.
Hey, check that. Street.
once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down.
Ready?
But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the first down, just not here.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Third and a yard.
Let's go. Lion.
The tight end Fant in motion. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He gets that to his big target, Fant. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Go!
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, he found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. 3rd down coming up.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Ready?
They're going. It's May. Running free is caught. He's got it. And he will go all the way. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Patriots. try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Patriots are back to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
On the double.
1st and 10. In motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's complete on the tight end screen. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play. But those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Slip and jig the left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Seattle.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Let's go.
The tight end Fant in motion. Back to the air one more time. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Set. 18, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Ready. Set. Ready. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Get up.
Out of the gun, here's May. He's going to look downfield for Chuck. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Ready, ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Throwing now is May. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense... This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now from the gun. This throw taken in by Hurst. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Connected with the tight end. That's catch. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. Second and 7.
Come on, set.
Now, faking the give. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Let's go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Got it. Ready? 60
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
That'll bring this to about the 25. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Third and 9.
Panther 60. Dragon 60. Set. Ready. Set up. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Here we go. Set. Hut. Hut.
They'll go. Here's May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit. I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
2nd and goal.
Go. Grab goal 80. Ready.
They'll run with Walker. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
Throwing is May. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 12 yards there, and a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline. Not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is May. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Ready up.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's May again. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Off the play fake, here's May. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Man in motion, it's Diggs.
Let go.
Off the play fake, it's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So, 3 quarters now in the book. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Sack.
Here's May. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Seahawks will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They send a receiver in motion left. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down.
Tiger. Here we go. Sack. Cougar 19.
The tight end Fant in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. The tight end Fant in motion. 3rd down, they go with Walker. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. at the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Okay, ready? And up. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Check, hurt, hurt. Ready, ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Okay, break.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Go! Hut.
That's out quick. It's Cup on the RPO. And they'll be set up now.
Set,
Past the
set.
40 with that
Half
one.
the 60, half the 60, Cowboy 80. Take go.
On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's dropped off for Walker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and 5.
Ready? Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Patriots has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet. But then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Get up.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Maynard on 1st and 10. That is caught. And he will score. Game Touchdown, Patriots. The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. And the Pats have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Walker. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? And now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Wow, is he dangerous when he calls his own number. A pickup of 18 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call design runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's a 2nd and 9. Is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun, here's May. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's 2nd down.
Got it. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
May going to look to throw. This one downfield looking for Henry. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to do.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. We are set for 4th and long.
Go! Check go!
They're going. It's May. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Oh, but this is going to backfire on him. It is intercepted. Picked off by us, just trying to make something happen. And the ball's loose on the field. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the